Hey, what's up, guys? It's Piff, and hope you guys are having a good day. I got a really dumb story time for you today, and I'm gonna crank this out because I gotta take a shit like really bad. So yeah, any of the dumb decisions that I made in this story were not only dangerous, but just straight up just brain dead. And, and let me set out a little disclaimer saying that nobody should ever try this. Like, I'm not encouraging any of this because it's just fucking stupid. So yeah, okay. So this story time took place on a Saturday night. And before I go any further, let me just say that before this, a couple of my buddies and I, like on Friday night, we dropped acid at my house, and we dropped at like 11 p.m., which is terrible because like if you drop that late, you know that you're not going to be able to sleep at all the next day or that night. So after after we're tripping, it was like 9, I think. Yeah, like 9 a.m. And we went to this breakfast restaurant while still tripping, by the way. Like, we are still kind of tripping at this point. And I went home and I hopped in the shower, kind of the normal routine. Like in the first story, it's kind of the same thing. And I knew that as soon as I was finished in the shower, I was going to pass the fuck out because it was kind of at that point where I was like ready to go to bed. It was like 11 by this point. And yeah. I knew that if I went to, but I knew that if I went to bed at 9, I was gonna end up waking at like 6 p.m. Because every time I do this, I would go to sleep at like 10, and I would wake up super late, and I hate waking up super late. It's the worst feeling. Like, you wake up feeling like shit. You're like, damn, I just wasted my entire day. So yeah, I had work at 4 that day too. So I knew if I went to bed and I had to wake up at 4, I would be feeling like shit. So I said, you know what? you know what? I'm just gonna pop another tab. That way I don't need to sleep. So that's exactly what I did. I popped another tab, and only one. It wasn't like, I think it was one. Yeah, it was one. And anyways, I show up at the restaurant at 4, and I'm delivery driving that night too. So while tripping on acid, and I walk in there, and this dude looks at my pupils, like my buddy looks at my pupils, and he's like, "No fucking way, no way, dude." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, it probably wasn't the move, but yeah." And he's like, "Do you think you'll be good? Like, dude, you're delivery driving. Do you think you'll be good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it should be all right. It's only one tab." But holy shit, this was the most uncomfortable fucking shift I've ever had to go through. Like, I'm dead ass delivering pizzas and pastas and shit to innocent people, like innocent little people. All they want is their food, Like, they just want to get their pizza, their pasta, their fettuccine alfredo, and just go on with their day. But I walk up to their door and I'm clearly fucked up, and it's just not a good situation to be in. But no, going into a driving shift off of acid is the worst decision you can ever fucking make. Like, do not repeat after me. But I walk up to this guy's door, and I start knocking because I didn't see a doorbell. Because some people's doors, like, their doorbell is super clear to see. Like, okay, there's a doorbell here, but some people just don't have doorbells. So I knock on this guy's door, and when you knock on somebody's door, you kind of have to like lean forward a little bit, to actually do the knocking. Well, that's what I was doing, and this guy opens the door like mid fucking knock, and I dead ass, he opens the door, and I dead ass almost trip and drop the pizzas like right in front of this dude's face. And I mean, luckily I caught my balance. Luckily, because if I would have dropped the pizzas, I would have felt so bad. And I'm just looking at this guy with my pupils the size of fucking bowling balls, and I'm like, "Hi, sir. How are you doing today?" And this dude just deadass looks at me for like 2 seconds and grabs the pizzas and walks away. He doesn't even say like, "Have a good night" or anything, like any like stuff that you're supposed to say just to be cordial. You're just supposed to be nice. But no, he just grabs the pizzas and walks away. And I mean, it turned out all right. I was fine in the end, luckily. But yeah, some people don't get so lucky. I mean, I was only on one tab, so it's not like I couldn't like see straight or anything. It was just a little weird. But yeah, some people don't get so lucky, especially when taking psychedelics and thinking it's a good idea to drive. Like, don't repeat after me. I'm telling you guys, it's not a good idea at all. I've done it many times, which is stupid and it's a dumb idea, and I know that, but it's just very dangerous. Um, but yeah, anyways, this is a story time of how I ended up showing up to a driving shift at work while tripping on acid. It's dumb. It really is dumb. But I hope you guys were at least somewhat entertained by this. I mean, feedback is always great, though. All right, well, I hope you guys have a good one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.